If it's happening in Burbank, you ought to know, so tune into the Mike and Roy Show.
And now,
Mike and Roy.
hello, Burbankers, and welcome back to the Mike and Roy Show. Roy and I took the show out on location today, here on the side of the old Frye's Electronics store. That now there's a proposed development of 862 units. 862 units here. A development called the Burbank Arrow Crossing Development. We're really concerned about it, and we want everybody to know about it so you can make your own decision about this development.
862 units, but very likely 1,600 residents
At least.
or more.
At least.
And there are 12,000 units like this coming to Burbank, if you have not heard. There's a lot going on with this. So we need your help Tuesday night, November 16th. You got to let your voice be heard, folks. Here's the deal. Water. Number one, the state is in a drought emergency. That comes from our own governor. You're only allowed to water your yard once a week right now. Where is this going? Can we invent water? Can we make water? What if you have to shower once a week? Where are we going with this? The threat of that is, I feel, and a lot of us do, a threat to our health and safety. We find it irresponsible and maybe reckless that staff and city council keep greenlighting these projects as we're facing a prolonged drought. We're talking between 5 to 6 million gallons for this project alone. If you've been along the 5 freeway.
Per month.
I'm sorry,
5 to 6 million gallons per month just for this project.
The developer impact fees that developers pay when they build projects per unit, 862 times, it's about $2,300 per unit in Burbank. In Glendale or Pasadena, Mike, $18,000 to $19,000. What is going on in Burbank is our staff and our council doing the best they can to protect us, thinking long term. We got to look down the road. We have to assume the worst, unfortunately, that this drought might be so prolonged. What about fire and police, Mike?
Yeah, well,
with thousands of new residents.
We're frequently here in Burbank threatened with reduction in services from our fire department, police department, our schools, department, our water and power.
Yep.
And at the same time, we're adding big developments like this. Who is protecting the community, the residents of Burbank? Our city attorney should be the person who's protecting us.
And our council.
The community, not protecting the developers.
Yes.
Our community development department should be considering the needs of the residents of Burbank, not just the needs of the developers. So we hope you're concerned about this. We hope we can present some of this information so that you can make an informed decision like we're trying to do. How about our schools? We're right here by Burbank Airport. I worked for many years on the schools facilities oversight committee. Our schools are taxed already. There's going to be a lot of kids if this development goes through. Where are those kids going to go to school? How are we going to offer those kids the great education that brought families like ours to Burbank? I'm really concerned about that. Roy and I have been concerned for many years about how projects like this are rushed through and approved. Let's take a step back and consider all of these things that we brought up today. The state of California will allow a project like this to be delayed if it's an emergency situation, which I think we're in. Remember, water is the major issue. This development would require 5 to 6 million gallons of water a month. And where's that water going to come from? We don't know. We're already limited to 1 day a week watering our yards. Now, will we have to make a decision between a shower, washing our dishes, doing our laundry? Are we going to have restrictions like that because we're so taxed on our water supply?
If none of those things concern you, I would encourage you to also think about traffic impacts. We're right here next to Hollywood Way, which has seen a huge increase in traffic after Amazon opened a few months ago. Right up the street north of the airport, the Avion project, the developers of that project told us, their own words, that 14 intersections on Hollywood Way, Buena Vista would get a failing grade, which has definitely happened if you've been on any of those streets recently. Where is the tipping point, folks? We got a new airport somewhere in the future. We know that's going to expand. They're not going to build it for less people. Yeah. Come on, let's make sense here. There's that traffic, and now where is the tipping point with the traffic? And we encourage you to think about all these things.
And I'm remembering the last time we were in a drought situation like this. Trees dried out, trees died, and we had more fires. What are those fires going to do to our homeowners insurance rates? Going sky high to cover our butts for that, and it's a huge concern. Please get the information, make your own decision. I hope you'll call in Tuesday, November 16th, to our city council meeting.
And we'll link all the info here. You can email them also. Super easy. One click of the button. You can hit all the city council folks at the same time.
Yep.
And so we will see you next time
on the Mike and Roy Show.
Mike and Roy.